On this day, the 6th of November, the year 447 AD, a powerful earthquake severely damaged the walls of Constantinople. It had damaged the Theodosian walls, the new ones that had been erected just a few decades earlier. This was not something unusual to happen in the region of Constantinople. Earthquakes are common. A few years earlier, in 437, so a decade before, there had been another earthquake that had damaged the walls slightly, but probably imperceptibly. A lesser earthquake. The one in 447 destroyed 57 towers. So the damage was, if not complete, it was serious. In January of 448, so 2.5 months later, another earthquake hit, probably an aftershock, and it finished the job. Now, the problem was, usually this wouldn't be a problem, but at this point, there was a certain Attila the Hun wandering around the Balkans and heading towards Constantinople. This would have been a great prize for Attila. The sacking of Constantinople, made easy by the hand of God, possibly, opening the gates and allowing him to walk straight in. The people of the city were terrified, as was the emperor, Theodosius. And so there was a problem, and it needed to be fixed quick. In Constantinople, there were circus factions, they called them. They were kind of like modern day football supporters. So think Millwall, Arsenal, or Man United and Man City, or Liverpool and Everton, or Barcelona and Madrid. They were opposing factions. They had colours, so there was the green faction, red faction, blue faction. And they hated each other, and they regularly murdered each other in the streets. They had riots when the circus was open and they were having their horse races. And at one point, they almost overthrew Justinian. Almost caused a revolution. Well, they did cause a revolution a few times. But Justinian was about to give up, and his missus, Theodora, said, "Don't be silly. We're going to stay here." And Belisarius went into the circus in Constantinople and murdered 30,000 of them. Well, it's not murder officially. He was putting down a rebellion, so he killed 30,000 of these circus faction people, these basically thugs and yobbos. So, Theodosius had an idea. Use these guys to rebuild the walls. Somehow, he managed to convince them to work together. Like, these people hated each other, regularly murdering each other. They were probably not just equivalent of football thugs. They had connection with organized crime and legalized crime and all sorts of dodgy stuff. So these were not unpleasant people. You probably wouldn't want to be around. But he managed to convince them, probably because they didn't want the Huns coming in killing them all, to help rebuild the wall. Many thousands of them came out. And it is said that they rebuilt the walls, the Theodosian walls, in 60 days. 60 days. 2 months. So that would mean, well, by March, the walls were built again, and they were built better this time. There was 2 sets of walls, trenches, moats, towers rebuilt It was a marvellous work, and it stands to this day. The Theodosian walls are still there. An amazing feat at an amazing time. Good thing they did build the walls in 60 days, because a certain Attila the Hun came riding up not long afterwards. And the walls were bigger and grander and stronger and stouter than they'd have ever been. So Attila looked at the walls and thought, well, no point trying to go there. Turned around, went back. Very, very lucky for Constantinople that they had rebuilt the walls so quickly. So, this amazing feat, well, the beginning of this amazing feat happened because of the earthquake, the powerful earthquake that happened on the 6th of November, the year 447. If you like these videos, come back for more. Subscribe, comment, and like.